Hello everybody. Welcome to the Egee Video Radio Show. Wanted to change the name from Distro Delves, as I think that kind of typecasts me in the show, given that's basically all we do here at this point in time, but still. Like Distro Delves to be its own thing. Thank you, Drishel. You like the music? Let this song play out while I make sure that we're not going to have any network troubles like we did last time. And we don't want to repeat, we want to shuffle. I found this song just this morning, actually. When I do my sound check, I do sound checks against new tracks. And this one popped up. We have a cinnamon flavored day today. That's right. Bark bark. I gotta think of good R words so that I have a reason to say reverse or something like that. Reverse. It's a good R word. Rebel. Got my coffee today. I can't tell you guys just how good this is. It's coffee called Campfire, and it tastes like a campfire s'more without being too sweet somehow. Got a good show in store for you today. I want to host this a bit more like a radio show. So I've been thinking of ways to kind of do that. And here we are. Happy Sunday to all. That's right. I think it's Monday for some. Maybe? Possibly? What was the name of the intro music? I'll put it in the timestamp. But we're going to install Linux Mint here. I've come to the conclusion that there's something wrong with my setup here. I don't know if it is the machine or the hard drive. I suspect that honestly it's the machine, because sometimes it just does not save my BIOS changes. Like when I change the boot order, I save it and it just reverts back to the original boot order. So I do think that this machine is having some troubles, which sucks because I just bought this a few months ago. But we'll do our best. As you can see, I've already installed it, so I know that it works. Cinnamon to me is the GTK version of KDE. Are we dropping frames again? OBS thinks we are. Yep, we are. Let's get the install going and I'll deal with that. So I found that a strange snake oil-like fix for issues like this, where the network just dies for no reason, is to simply run an internet speed test. And it's like that slaps your ISP and they stop screwing around. See, I just ran it and now we're back to normal. I call it snake oil because it shouldn't work that way, but it should be back to normal now. I'll just keep running that speed test every time the connection drops. Did anybody else notice that? If you're having network issues, run a speed test and the speed test says everything's perfect and then suddenly your network clears up. I think that it's a performance or packet priority thing on the side of the ISP. I suspect that they have software algorithms that allow the service to degrade unless something is happening, like a speed test, in which case they want to look the best they can. So it switches and makes everything look good. That's a total conspiracy theory, but I don't know how else to explain that. Like, we just saw the internet break up, I ran a speed test, and now it's perfect. Very strange. Weather's pretty nice here in the Pacific Northwest on a Sunday morning. We'll be here till probably not till the afternoon, but probably the ISP throttling me. They better not. I pay for business. That would imply that, well, the ISPs care about their reputation. Oh, it's dropping again. We'll hop over to the speed test and run this. I might have to reconnect, actually, if it's going to do this every, like, 2 minutes. The funny thing is that they sent us a new router because they claimed that the internet speeds that they are providing require a better modem or router or whatever. And since we hooked this modem up, we've kind of like gone back, and now we're having network issues. If you remember last year, I think it was like October and November, my internet was so bad I could barely stream. What a long outro this song has. That's not totally untrue. However, the ISPs bullshit you on that one. Is there a reason to prefer Cinnamon over Budgie? You know, I've been thinking about making videos with hot takes about more controversial stuff. I actually used to make more opinionated videos probably back in 2015 and 2016. But the Linux and FOSS community slapped me so many times and so hard that I stopped making those videos. But maybe it's time to go back and talk about stuff. Like, what's the difference between Mate, XFCE, Cinnamon, and Budgie? I think there was a time in Linux history when all of those desktops were relevant, but I think that time has come and gone, and the bloated desktop space is actually hurting GTK more than anything else. That's my opinion, though. I'm sure lots of people would disagree. So let's see if we can boot in the first try. We're gonna have a black screen. Okay. We got some error messages. Believe it or not, that's a good thing. Hey, we made it. Which desktops are relevant now? I mean, honestly, in GTK land, basically GNOME. Like, they drive GTK development, and other desktops that use GTK are in many ways just kind of like left behind. GTK versions often have not features, but just like functionality, API, things like that changed. You just listen to the discourse of the development community trying to work on desktops in GTK, and I mean, like, people complain about it all the time, and it's not getting better. But anyways, enough of that. Let's talk about Linux Mint. I will most definitely say Mint. I'll say Minux Lint. That's what it is. Maybe I shouldn't have said it. I forgot how to say. My brain will combine the two words and reverse them. It's gonna happen. Just, you have to learn how to translate Egees. You love Cinnamon, huh, party? Well, we're gonna get into some Cinnamon. What is this writable device right here? I wonder what that is. So one of the things I love about Linux Mint, not Minux Lint, but Linux Mint, I think that this is the best welcome app of any Linux distribution, or any OS, period. It's so simple, yet so comprehensive, that just nothing compares to how solid this is. And there's going to be a segment, a timestamp for this welcome app. I believe that I talked about it in the actual DistroDelves episodes as well. Welcome to Linux Mint. Welcome to your new operating system. This welcome screen will guide you through your first steps, show you how to find help and where to get more information about the Linux Mint. On behalf of the development team and everyone involved in the project, we'd like to thank you. You know, this nice little thanks here, I think that goes a long ways. And I think that it makes the OS in general feel more personal. Like, you don't hear from the development team. And it's cool that they're like reaching out and saying, hey, you know what? There's a lot of options out there. Thank you for choosing Linux Mint. It's a small gesture, but I think it's important. And we got first steps. And in first steps, you can change your desktop color. I mean, think about it from a brand new Linux user's perspective. Look at this customization you get right out of the box. I mean, we just installed it and look at all the stuff we can do. And I mean, some OSs let you, OS and distros let you do all of this, but you have to like know how to access it, you know? But this is right here from the welcome app. I mean, what more could you want? Look how smooth it is too. It just, you want dark, bam, you got dark. None of this reloading, refreshing nonsense. Good stuff. Panel layout. Traditional and modern. System snapshots. I may have mentioned this in the Distro Delves episode too. Not enough distros have you set up system snapshots. I think that's a nice touch. I think the app is installed, right? Time shift. Yeah. That's awesome. My mouse is too sensitive though. I gotta change that really quick. It's driving me nuts. Oh, not that. Size. Oh, I see. There, that's better. That's okay, actually. It still feels like there's acceleration. Something feels off. There. That's... What the heck? This is different. All I did was change the sensitivity. But, like, I don't know. How many of you can tell the difference between acceleration and sensitivity? It took me a long time before I could feel it. But now it's like I can't. You know, there's some things that you learn about or you find out about, and now that you know it, it like changes your perspective. It's one of those things I wish I never had learned about this, because now I'm so like hypersensitive to mouse acceleration. Driver manager. I believe that this existed before Solus's did, right? I think in the... What just happened? Why are there two of these now? Did you see that? That has a doppelganger. Am I going crazy? Was there only one? Now there's two? I'm pretty sure I saw that pop up. Oh, it's gone. What the hell is happening here? Yeah, look it. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Please make a video about Ubuntu 2021.10. We're not there yet, though. I don't know. I do videos about Ubuntu and people get mad at me. I get tomatoes thrown at me. Or maybe instead of tomatoes, they'll throw rhubarb at me. There's an R word for you. Anyways, what was I saying? I was talking about Solus's Do Flicky. And I think that Mint had their driver. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Mint had their driver manager before. So I guess it's not that unique. One could mistakenly think this is pop? I don't think this looks anything like pop, like in any way. I don't see pop at all. Flutter has a new installer. You mean Ubuntu has a new installer written in Flutter, is what you mean. I think. Oh, Pop OS because it popped out of nowhere. Man, this is good stuff. I added a whole bunch of songs to the playlist. I was going to tell you guys that I think Future Funk might be donezo. I've been trying to discover tunes to add to the playlist, and I just can't find any radio-friendly stuff. What do I think about it? Woo Ubuntu? Ooh, woo Ubuntu. I mean, it's cool. I'm glad that they're using Flutter. That's cool. I like software. I like stuff. So they're using new technology, new software. I'm all about it. Did I just do that? I did. Okay. Update manager. Let's get this going. Ooh, Ubuntu. Ouch. How was my week? You know what, Tanvir? My week was awful. This was one of my worst work weeks I think I've ever had. It is one of those weeks where I'm like, you know, I don't have to work here. But it's not quite that bad. It was just, there were a few days and a few instances where I was like, this sucks. I don't like this. But we'll see how next week makes me feel. This is cool. This software sources thing, you can change your mirrors. One of the things I like about Mint, but also like OpenSUSE with Yast, is all of this stuff is configurable through config files. That's cool, you know, I dig that. If I was on a server, I would use Nano to open stuff, but I'm on a desktop. I don't want to open a freaking text editor to change stuff, you know? Like I could change this from the config files in the apt directory, but I don't want to. Same with PPAs. You could manage them through the CLI. I don't want to. I'd rather just pop open a GUI and do it all from here and save it and be done with it. I think the elitism around CLIs and config files just really annoy me. In POP, you have to change it manually? You mean the sources and stuff? What did I do? Would I break it? I'll just move it over here. This is cool. Another thing that if you develop apps, desktop apps, you might take this for granted, but I launched the update manager from this window, and more poorly engineered apps would fork it from this window, and it would all be running on a single thread, so you wouldn't be able to interact with this window if you had this open, but it would appear that the Mint people did it properly. That actually might be a GTK thing. If you just use the correct GTK functions, methods, whatever, then it'll behave properly. But I've definitely seen DNF Dragora is one of those apps that everything just runs in a single process. The Mandriva control panel, like the control center thing, does that. I think even Yast might do that. Maybe Yast used to. But yeah. Oh, and we're buffering again. You know what to do. There it is. I should have like a subframe capturing the network test. And is it back? Are we behaving? And it is. As soon as I run that speed test, we're back to normal. Stupid ISP. We lasted longer this time, so I have hope that that'll stop eventually. Anyway, yes, we already did the switching to the local mirrors thing. We're back on track. Sorry about that. I don't really know what I can do to prepare for this. Like, I guess I could just reboot the modem right before I go live. Maybe I should. I think that's what we did to fix it last time, actually. Oh shoot, I was mid thought, and I forgot to finish it. So Future Funk, I know you guys like Future Funk. We got disco playing and stuff. Past couple streams I haven't been playing Future Funk because I've legit run out of music to add to that playlist, and it's only about 35-40 songs large. That playlist is large or long? There's only about 40 songs in there, I think. There might be more, but we've heard all of them, so I can't find more songs to add to it, so I'm kind of taking a break from it for a while. If you're interested in this soundtrack or this album, I like to call them albums because I'm old school and I like the idea of like sampling, you know, albums. I'm sure there's lots of you in chat that know what I'm talking about, when cool radio stations had DJs that would play deep cuts from albums that weren't normally on the like singles list. But anyways, this is side C, I think. C sides. And this is Outrun. The genre is Outrun music. So I don't really know how you would define it. To me, it's more about how the music feels. And this just feels like Outrun to me. So that's what we're listening to. It's good though. I mean, it's not happy, it's not sad, it's not loud. There's rarely any singing in it. We can all get into it. Like, it's easy to kind of like bob your head to or tap your foot to. So I've been kind of, and it's still, like I said, I added like 5 songs to it. So I mean, it's a growing playlist and we're going to stick with it. I think that the next album playlist thing I'm going to make is jazz hop. My good friend Ken was talking about wanting some radio-friendly lo-fi jazz to play with, to play on his streams. So I think I don't mind being a guinea pig, making a playlist and seeing how YouTube feels about it. I know a lot of people are really afraid of playing, not like it's bad to be afraid, but maybe very cautious is a better way of saying it. Playing copyrighted music on their streams, so you never know what the algorithm is going to do. I don't mind taking that risk. I'll be on the. I'm like the Fedora of YouTube streams. I'm just on the cutting edge. Like, yeah, let's play some tunes and see what happens. That Bombastic by Shaggy from last stream, that got me blocked. I have no idea why, but it did. I'm gonna run that speed test again right now, just to make sure that we don't crap out. I wonder if this supposed algorithm that I'm referring to, I wonder if that is in the modem or the actual ISP, like upstream. I kind of wonder if it's in the modem, because we didn't have these problems until we got that modem. I wonder if they have a quality of service algorithm that's like, oh, you know, they don't appear to be using all of the bandwidth, so let's go ahead and limit them. I don't know. I'm just ruminating. I am. Where Cynical, you remember jazz background intercourse music? Like, I was thinking intercourse like discourse, but I don't think it works quite like that. It sucks when music education channels get nailed for using a 2 second. They're not supposed to. It's supposed to be under 10 or 30 seconds. It's okay. But I know that some tracks, like I played a Fleetwood Mac song one time and I got hit immediately. It was Don't Stop and it was at the end of the stream. So it was like, oh, it's doing it again. I see that preemptive testing did not have any impact at all. Are we back? There we go. It shouldn't, on the flip side, if you're watching the VOD, you shouldn't see any of these dropouts. It only affects folks watching live. What else do we need to do? The firewall, I think we might be ready for a reboot and move past this. I'm going to keep this open because we're going to look at the release notes in just a moment. What the hell was I saying? Ow, I stopped mid thought again. I keep doing that. I was talking about something cool. I forgot what it was. Oh, it was Fleetwood Mac. That's right. I played Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac at the very end of a 2-hour-long stream. And I had a feeling that I was going to get in trouble for it. So I was watching the YouTube studio thing. And I swear within 5 seconds of that playing... Oh, this is a good sign. Within 5 seconds of that playing, I got banned. Well, blocked, I guess. Oh wait, did it figure it out? I was just about to reboot. What connection are we using here? I'm not on VPN or anything, no. I get the feeling that every time the stream lags behind, it also pushes chat behind. So I think you guys might be like 15 seconds or so behind what I'm saying or what we're seeing. Oh my goodness, really? Man, disconnecting my connection and then reconnecting won't be so bad, but restarting my router will be like a real pain. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the release notes and new features. Is there a massive difference between Mint and Ubuntu? I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider big differences. I think they're fundamentally different. What? Oh my god, look at that child window. It's like loosely attached. I'd say, oh, come on, enough with this connection nonsense. What do I have to do to make this behave? Let me try disconnecting from my network and reconnecting. See if that helps it. Come on now. Are we still dropping? No, it should be good now. Okay, it's streaming again. Man. Okay, well, from now on I will just restart my modem maybe an hour before we stream. What a bummer. I don't even know if it's worth calling the ISP and complaining to them. Because, like, what are they going to do? Send me another modem with the same issues? Anyway, I guess oh, that's nice. I like that. That just goes away when you hover over it. Cool. Okay, so let's look at the new features. New features in Linux Mint 20.2 Cinnamon. When was this released, actually? Oh, this is a good song. Did it just take me to the exact same place? When was this posted? Is there some kind of date stamp on this? See, this is why places like Distro Delves... What? Not Distro Delves, Distro Watch. Why is it Yahoo? This is, why is it so hard just to get... Okay, here's beta. Oh, is that what people wanted me to look at? People asked for Mint and... Oh, here you go. 20.2. Oh, okay, it wasn't that long ago, actually. The chat on the screen is dead, is it? Unfortunately, I have no control over that. I think maybe I can... No, hiding it won't work. Can I force refresh, I wonder? I think I can. Is it dead or pretty much dead? Refresh browser? Refresh cache of current page? Sure. There. What if we toggle it off and back on? How's that? There we go. And DuckDuckGo. The Mint website definitely needs a redesign. That's absolutely true. There you go, it's back. It changed colors though, wasn't the chat blue? Hi Egee in chat, how's it going? We're to the new features release notes section portion of the show, but we're having network troubles, which is a real bummer, but I can only do so much. Yeah, Mint's website has been bad for a long time. Honestly, it wouldn't be so bad if they weren't trying to make it look nice. Like I'm guessing, like look, there's like a color gradient right here that is completely unnecessary. This is cutting into this header thing, which has like, it's just weird. They're trying to do too much with too little. Look at this, like here's a div and then here's another div and then it's just not good. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm not a web developer, so I'm not really qualified to... I mean, my website's pretty cool. Go to egee.xyz, I'm pretty proud of it. So this is a long-term support release, which is every release, I guess, huh? Comes updated with software, brings refinements, which is, again, every release. Update Manager, Cinnamon updates. The Update Manager now supports Cinnamon Spice updates. You know, a lot of this, Brave Search is, I've been so happy with Brave Search, Tanvir. It's really, really good. Super full-featured for how new it is. So this Cinnamon Spices update thing is really cool. Like, it's awesome. But they should have released this when, like, Cinnamon Spices first came out. They should update the site. I guarantee you there's tons. They should have a competition. Like, hey, you fork the website and, you know, make all of the versions you want, and then we'll pick the one that we like the most. There'd be so many people doing that. Anyways, that's enough about the website. It's fine. It's usable. It's readable. It is what it is. And everybody knows that it's Linux Mint, right? For better and worse. Although they're technically different from apt updates, they're presented to you in a very similar manner. Notifications. In the past, available updates were simply indicated by a little orange dot in the Update Manager's icon. You could go unnoticed. I've read this recently. Did I read this in a video? You just came by to scold me for not being in church? It tells you how many days the computer was on during that time. Would welcome to remind you. Okay, that's cool. They just want people to update their systems more. I really think that automated updates are the way to go for this sort of thing. That's one of the things I liked about Snap, is that your atomic apps just get updated on the fly for free, and you never had to worry about it or think about it. I think that's how, at least security updates should be that way. But Egee, it's all about first impressions, and the Mint website looks cheap. It does. Yeah, it does look really cheap. For a long time, and they might even still have it. Well, let's get through this. They used to say that they were the single most popular Linux distribution. That was like a really haughty, bold statement. So we got notification preferences and other improvements. Oh, so these are all these are changes for Update Manager, which is a solid little tool, by the way. Automated Flatpak updates. Unused Flatpak runtimes are automatically removed. The power source of the computer is now checked prior to the launch of automated updates. That's cool. I like that. We got a new application for bulk renaming of files. That's actually pretty handy. It's easy enough to do in a single regular, like a regex thing, like I said. It's really easy to do, but you know. Oh, well, that's a rename of files. I'm thinking of doing a set. Yeah, this is different. I was doing that a lot yesterday when I was testing distros for something different. I was setting all sorts of stuff, but this is actually changing the names of files, which is a bit more complicated. Sticky Notes replaces G Notes. That's kind of cool. Just notes. Is this a Mint thing? It is. Cool. So this is a Linux Mint tool. I like it. Look, it's got header bars up here. It's kind of innovative, actually. Uh-oh. Oh. Does Egee use sticky notes? I actually just bought an actual, like, notepad from one of my favorite artists. She has an online store and she sells all sorts of merch. So I try to buy from my favorite artists as much as possible, and I bought notes from her. They are not sticky notes, but they are notes. What happened? Did I close it? I did. Warpinator. Do you guys remember Warpinator? This is pretty cool. WLS1, isn't that the Windows thing? The Windows Linux subsystem? Ouch. That hurt. No other computers found. I gotta test this. This would actually be really useful for something I'm working on. Zed is also a Mint thing. I thought Zed was a Cinnamon thing, but yeah, I guess it'd be Mint, huh? Yeah, that artist is Knickknack, by the way. Knickknack044 something. She's super awesome. Like one of my favorite artists for sure. What else do we got? Cinnamon 5. Oh, this is Cinnamon 5. This is the major update of Cinnamon. Interesting. Nemo, the Cinnamon file manager, has a new search feature. Is that true? Let me see. How do we access it? Is it the little magnifying glass? Host.config. It didn't find it. So how do we tell it to search everywhere? You can't search, so just basically go to the path maybe. And then start a search. Host. Oh, it's host. It's just host. Oh no, there is a host.conf. Okay, I'm not crazy. This is a pretty darn good search though. Look at this. It's fast. It doesn't seem to be bogging the system down. Actually, that's a good question. Let's see. Do we have HTOP? We don't. That's okay. All right. I've got a really cool tool to show you guys later today if I remember. So if we want to do a search for some obscure thing, will it find them? Yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh, there it is. There's your spike. Yeah, look at all those chords. It's not just one. It's all of them. Very nice search. I'm impressed. Are you guys impressed with this search, or is it just me? I'm impressed with how fast it is, how integrated into Nemo it is, and how it's efficiently using all of the system resources. Not using any memory to speak of for this, does it seem? Yeah, solid. And it's still searching, it's still going. I find this acceptable. 5 memory leaks were fixed with Cinnamon 5. Interesting. I'd love to know what those memory leaks are. Wait a second, you can set the maximum amount of RAM for the desktop? I've never heard of that. Let's check it out. Do you know Solaris.exe? You know, we looked at Open Indiana live, and I'm really unhappy with that stream. I want to go back and do it again. I don't know what, I must have been distracted or something, because that was a really, really cool operating system and a really half-assed review. Restart Cinnamon when it uses too much memory. I mean, okay, that's a watchdog. I wonder if you were playing a game, if it would take the game with it. Because what is Cinnamon? Is it like a singular process? Yeah, okay. So who is, like, what does it fork though? Like, what is under that? Cinnamon launcher? Oh, hardly anything. Is that true though? Oh, that's a Cinnamon session. Oh, here's Cinnamon itself. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this would kill, like if Steam, yeah, it would kill Steam, wouldn't it? If Steam was launched under the Cinnamon session, it would kill it if the OOM thing. Anyway, it's just kind of ruminating. These are really cool features, aren't they? See, when I think of Linux, and I think of the freedom of using Linux and a Linux desktop, this is the kind of stuff that comes to mind. I don't expect to be restricted if I choose an operating system that is based on freedom. I expect to have, like, you open the hood and you've got everything available to you. I mean, I guess it's all available to you with GNOME and stuff, but then there's a lot of things that are hard-coded, so I don't know. And the music is gone. Wow, mic drop, I guess. Is the music really gone, though? What happened? Oh, there it is. I have it crossfade, too, so that was like 10 seconds of silence. Did I ever work with GDI? No, I don't write code anywhere close to that level. I write my GUIs with Godot, if that gives you an idea of the type of developer I am. Not a particularly good one. Is this song louder than the other ones? On OBS it looks like it is, but it doesn't sound like it is. Anyway. Actually they do talk about some memory issues. Oh, GDI is in malware. Is this LME? You're the first person to bring that up. When I first scheduled this stream, I said I wanted to do LMDE, but then somebody pointed out that I already had. So you guys know me better than I know me. I don't even remember what I've done. But I did an actual episode on Linux Mint Debian Edition, and I had forgotten, and somebody pointed it out. So I'm like, well, let's just look at the latest Mint. I love that a viewer was like, "You've done this before, you idiot." I'm like, oh yeah, forgot about that. The Cinnamon screensaver daemon used to run constantly in the background. In Cinnamon 5, it now only runs on demand when the screensaver needs to be activated. That reminds me, we got to turn that off. The screensaver causes issues. You know, I thought that I had settled on a desktop environment for EGOS, but I don't know if I have after seeing this. Turn that off. What the hell? What is this? Well, it's okay. The song is okay. I was a little confused at first, but now I'm okay with it. All right. Technically more akin to his code change. Well, let's move on. Is making a GUI with Pygame easier than it would be with T? Well, yeah. Oh, making a GUI. Oh, somebody's phone is ringing.
I'm sorry, but your time is up.
What the hell did you guys hear that? What was that? Somebody's phone rang. It said, "I'm sorry, your time is up," and then they got like blasted or something. I was not expecting that in it. This doesn't even sound like Outrun. What is this? Where did this song come from? I'm kind of intrigued. I'm gonna let it play. Maybe something like that'll happen again. I mean, it's kind of a cool song. Alright, there are a lot of changes in here. GTA soundtrack, hey Arrow. I don't know, this is, who is this anyway? This is a song called Firewall by Absinthe, it looks like. I don't know, I don't remember adding this. Blade Runner samples. Alright, anyways, it sounds like the song's over anyways. Okay, that was the release notes. I totally forgot to check the system resource usage. Uh-oh. No way. Okay, well, I guess that crashed. Whatever. Can you play some math rock? I don't know if I'm... Alright, I'll tell you what. What kind of music do you guys want to hear during the intermission? You want to hear some math rock? I can play some... I don't know if you call it math rock, but I could play some Fall of Troy. I don't think everybody would like that, though. I would, but I don't know if you guys would. And intermission is more for you than it is for me. Oh, I forgot to do something. Crapola. Please bear with me here while I pull up my stuff. So this is Linux Mint the install size with updates is 9.2. I don't think that's accurate. We'll have to come back to that. I've already opened stuff, so I can't. To be honest with you guys, I'm actually afraid to reboot this thing. I'm afraid it won't come back. I'm scarred from all of the hardware issues I've had. How many things do I forget in a day? Oh man, I have about 5 different streams of consciousness running at any time. Like, my brain is really badly multi-threaded, and the threads don't talk to each other very good. And sometimes 2 or more threads can fire off with the exact same thing. It's real bad. Like, whoever programmed my brain has like failed. I was like a failed experiment. Like, I'm sure I've got some programmers in chat, and like, you ever write some code and you think it's good, and then the more and more you see it, the more and more you use it, you realize it's just garbage. That's basically what my brain is. Like, it works, but it's not good. Yeah, my brain is based on a 42 nanometer process. It's not good. But you know what? It's like that old FX processor I had. Like, it's not good, but hey, you know what? It works. It's got 8 cores. It doesn't efficiently use them. It uses a lot of power, but damn it, it works. You just like brute force it, and that's where I am. That's who I am. And this is what I got to work with. So, what do we do now? After this, of course. Let's not get ahead of ourselves again. Wow, 700 megabytes at idle. That's good. I'd say that's pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. See, this is why capturing this data is cool. Because now I can tell you guys that Linux Mint with Cinnamon is using about the same amount of memory as OpenSUSE with XFCE. How's that for a bit of trivia? Oh, that freaked me out. I saw the stars for the password. I was like, oh god. That's not supposed to be there. The kernel is Linux 5. Oh, wrong keyboard. 5.4.0 80 generic. The desktop environment is Cinnamon 5.0.3. Okay, that's all that data. Let's get back to the show. Oh, is it dropping out again? Oh. It said I had 54 viewers and then it dropped to 8. So just assumed I pissed you guys off and like almost everybody just bailed. All right, now I can say without feeling bad, what do we do now? What does Egee usually do on the show at this stage? Egee will look at some exclusive Mint tools, backgrounds, and network. Let's get the network nonsense out of the way, because it probably won't find anything. Won't even open network. Oh, there it is. Oh, what? What? Oh, hey fellas, do you remember in all of the other distros up until this point, I would say something along the lines of, I have network shares on my Nextcloud instance, but I must have them configured wrong. Well, apparently not, because here they are and I have changed nothing. So that means that the other distros that we've looked at, Rocky Linux, OpenSUSE, Solus, and Fedora, all had their network configurations, I wouldn't say wrong, you just needed to put in a little extra elbow grease to get them working. Mint works right out of the box. Remember that next time you have to configure your network to share something. Mint has everything working out of the box. That is pretty gosh darn cool. And then I think it detected my printer right out of the box too. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, man, this is standard setting stuff. This is a high bar. Am I switching to Mint? No. if this is valuable to you guys, I want you to switch to Mint. You shouldn't have to fight with your computer unless you want to. Maybe sometimes you want to fight with your computer. I know sometimes it's fun, but not everybody wants to fight with their computers. So if you just want it all to work out of the box, then Linux Mint is the way for you. The Linux Mint does not have KDE though, so you wear boxing gloves when using a computer. What's my main OS? Right now it is Solus Linux. Good old Solus with GNOME. So I think that the most Mint, well, no, we have Upgrade Manager, that's a Mint thing. The welcome screen is a Mint thing. Mint used to have a KDE flavor, it did. Egee uses GNOME. Egee does use GNOME. Malternative, what about Gentoo? No Gentoo here. This is a Gentoo free space. Some reports require your attention. What now? Okay, this is another Mint tool. Wow, Mint has a lot of special sauce, doesn't it? Look at this. This is kind of like K-Info Center a little bit. Muffin desktop manager. You like Mint, but you don't agree with the core maintainer guy on certain things? Yeah, me too. Not that he has bad takes, I just, don't agree with everything he says. He's clearly a competent dude, though. I mean, Clem has written pretty much all this stuff, so there's no questioning his competency. He's a very sharp guy. That tangent he went off about Canonical really left a bad taste in my mouth, though. Oh, that is a gorgeous picture. Wow, look at that. Holy smokes, where is this? Indonesia? That is gorgeous. Do we have any Indonesian folks in chat? This is one of the most awesome landscape pictures. Look at how high up is this? It just goes on. Why Karen installed Wayland, she wanted to see the window manager. Oh, I like this song a lot. Oh yeah. Wow, these are phenomenal. Wow. Yeah, who said that? Who said that Gage Black Mint has the best backgrounds of any distro? Yeah. I think that's true. These are absolutely incredible photos. Wow, that is really cool looking. Okay, well, we're gonna stick with this one because it's green and Mint is green. And let's switch this purple back to green. Did I figure out your Twitter? No, was I supposed to? I don't have time to go hunting for stuff. I assume that you'd be following me on Twitter, but I don't know. You don't have to. Maybe teal's better? Man. What? Blue might work actually. That doesn't look so bad. There's blue in the sky, so yeah, actually this doesn't look so bad. How about that? Nah, it's gotta be light blue. Yeah. Look at that. Now this is a good looking desktop, huh? MRCX Linux. Man, these wallpapers are just incredible, aren't they? Troubleshoot. Right click, troubleshoot, restart Cinnamon. What's Looking Glass? Is that Melang? What? About Melang? What is this? Melang is a GTK3 alternative with a built-in debugger. Okay, this seems a little weird. Oh man. See, this song makes me feel like I'm driving on a like a long road with, you got like the ocean. Oh, anyway, I want to add something to this though. Was that the right spot or was I adding? Here we go. That's what I want. No transparency for panel. Yeah, we got to get some transparency on there. I'm kind of all over the place. New panel, panel edit mode? No, I don't want that. Ew! You don't use buttons for toggling? What the hell is happening here? You don't use buttons. Well, I guess you could use buttons for tabs, but that is weird. I don't like that. Can you not make it transparent? I thought you could. Music gives you vaporwaves vibes. You think Mint has a community separate from the rest of the distro communities? Huh, why do you say that? Oh, I need an extension to make it transparent? Is that right? That's kind of lame. Is this where I just was? Okay. I keep thinking I'm down here somewhere, but... Trans... Okay. Well. What are the most popular? Weather? Okay. Cinnamenu? Sure. Spices update? I don't think that's really relevant now. CPU temperature. SynV Stark menu. A simple radio applet. A lot of cool stuff here. There's no... one thing that has always sucked about this, you need an extension. Oh, right, extensions. See, now we're starting to get into the crappy part of Mint. Of Cinnamon, I mean. Like... No, it's not that. Is it under themes? You need extensions? Oh, now it locked up on me. Really? Oh my. Oh, I bet it was just polling. Every cool... Oh, everything in cool stuff is like 50. GNOME requires extensions to do stuff. It's crappy that... Yeah, I remember the extensions thing. Like, vaguely. There's also desklets. Which is, like, it's weird that it's like desklet and it has a picture of a notepad. Which is it's the exact same... Look, what? They just reused it. That's kind of lame. That's kind of a cool song. Here's your extensions. And it has nothing by default. Transparent panels. Wobbly windows, for real? Enable. Oh man, the UX is really rough. A plus for enable? Plus is finally, thank God. Thanks, Harry. You're... I like the... Oh my goodness. Well, I see. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, let's get... Wobbly windows, yes. Current theme. Remove theme transparency. If it's built into the theme, okay. Semi-transparent, maybe? There we go. This is a weird song. I dig it, it's just weird. Show all windows and show all workspaces is the same? Oh, I guess I didn't give it enough time, huh? Alright. I'm starting to feel it. This might be a video card issue. This is AMD. Benchmarking stiff. This is Hypnotic MK Ultra music. I don't know who this is. This is A Real Hero by Cliff Martinez off the album Drive. Any of you seen that movie, Drive? This is a really freaking good song. Htop git curl make gcc. Oh, you feel like Mint is kind of in its own bubble because they never really give interviews or talk about stuff like that. That's actually something I really appreciate about the Elementary OS team and the Solus team and everything, is like they're really visible, and that gives me a lot of confidence in them and the project in general. But if there's just like yeah, Mint is like one, like PC Linux OS is a bit like that, where like you never hear about the developers at all. It's just like the community generates a thing and then people, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like how Linux used to be, but I feel like things have evolved, and especially newcomers kind of want to see the people working on them a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oop. Isn't it called benchmarking stuff? Where'd you put it? Oh, I didn't even clone. What the hell is this in here for? This isn't Outrun. What is going on? Get that out. God, harshing my vibe. I want Outrun and then something not Outrun comes on. Oh, dog is barking. My shepherd didn't like that either. I agree with her. She and I agree a lot. She barks and I'm like, I know. I hear you. I feel the same way. Yep, I agree. Hey, what are you doing? Come here. Come here and tell me about it. Come here. Ghost, will you come here? Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. I have nothing for you. Heckin' doggos. She didn't want to come over here until the husky did, and then she was like, well, maybe it's okay. Dogs, they stand there, or she's standing there with like her head kind of low, her ears are kind of sideways, but her tail's wagging. She's like, I want to, but I don't know if I'm in trouble or not. All right, what else do we do? What does Egee do on this show? What is this show even about? Backgrounds, media tests. Oh, is it that time? I totally spaced it. Or do you guys care about the media test? Maybe we should skip it. Any tips on learning C? C is not my style of programming language at all. So I don't think that I'm qualified to answer that question. I find that Python and C have a lot of similarities. For what it's worth, I don't know if that's worth anything really, but I don't feel that I am qualified to give you any advice on C because that is not my expertise, and I would not learn C. If my work said, hey, you got to learn C to do this thing, I'd say no, I will not be doing that. I'd learn Go. Go would be okay. But C just isn't something I have any interest in, professionally or as a hobby. Hey, we got RAR support. All of the archives worked. All of them. Spin Viking says, Mint has earned its place with many users. It's just not my jam. You don't think it's entirely user-friendly? I think that the Cinnamon is user-friendly in a lot of ways, but in other ways it's really hokey. You wrote half a text adventure in C as practice. Oh, you lost the code? That sucks. But you learned a lot. That's, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Isn't that right? Isn't that what they say? I've written a lot of projects just for the, I guess, like educational value. Not that I plan to do anything with it at all. That's something I do pretty frequently, actually. Well, I used to. I haven't done it much. I've kind of settled on Python as my main programming language because it's easy to learn and you can do literally anything with it. Killer, you're thinking about switching to Solus, but you don't know how good the package manager is. It's okay. The package manager is just okay. Even TIFF? Interesting. So it doesn't support AVIF, which isn't surprising, or XBM, which is odd because I get a thumbnail. Any ICO? No. Any HEIC? No. How about WebP? No. Huh. I wasn't expecting the photo test to be so bad. Is the black screen fixed on Solus? I don't know. That's my official answer. I don't know. Ooh, it's stuttering. That was kind of yucky. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You know what? If anybody wanted to know what Outrun, like what to do with Outrun, sit riding on a jet ski to Outrun. Yep, that works. Oh, Arrow, you're doing Python today. Oh, sweet. Python's a good one. The biggest, actually, I'll tell you this, actually, you know. The biggest pitfall I found when trying to learn Python, well, the first big pitfall is that the mentor or my code reviewer was just awful. But the second problem I had, the bigger problem really, is when you ask Google how to do something with Python, you will inevitably get really old answers. And I talked about this before, and some people said, well, you know, they're old because, you know, they work and people continue to use them. But that's bad, because if you look at something like Python subprocess, and this is probably the best example, but there's lots of other examples. If you these are the API docs. So if you go to like how to use Python subprocess, you'll probably get a Stack Overflow answer. I don't know about Yahoo, but Stack Overflow is going to tell you to see how to use subprocess popen. You don't do that with Python anymore. In fact, it says somewhere here, the recommended approach to invoking subprocess is to use the run function for all use cases it can handle. For advanced cases, the underlying popen, which is actually what they're talking about here, can be used directly. So if you look at older code, you'll see call, like maybe .call. Can I find it that way? There's a lot of legacy. Yeah, here you go. Subprocess call. So that's bad. Older level API. So if you're coding with an older version of Python, like it says here, prior to 3.5, then you'll want to use some of this older stuff. But if you're using the common 3.6, 3.7, and 3.9, I don't see 3.8 very often, but if you use it, then you want to get the latest and greatest stuff. That's the biggest issue I've found with Python. And it's not even an issue. Like those other methods will work. It's just like you should follow best practices basically. And there's just a lot of bad advice out there. That was my patented Egee tangent. Cinnamon is like plasma with GTK. It is. It is in a lot of ways. It's janky, much like KDE. So all of these worked. That's cool. Even this HEVC. You love Python a lot, but you're trying to branch out. Yeah, I branched out before settling on Python, and now I'm on Python. I don't want to use anything else. I use Python and Bash. I probably know Bash about as well. That's pretty smooth, actually. I probably know Python about as well as Bash. Or I know Bash as well as Python. Whatever I'm trying to say. I'm sure you guys can understand me. Can understand Egees. Hotkeys. I want to change something. Folks that know Cinnamon, how do I change a hotkey? Is it here? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, they call them shortcuts. That's fine. I want to bind to a key this feature right here. How do I do that? Oh, another good one, man. Show windows. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything obvious. Isn't that Alt-Tab? No, this is the app switcher, and I don't like this. I want to have everything laid out in front of me. No, look, this is Alt-Tab. This is the window viewer, and this is what I want. So I don't know. I think we're about ready to get to the good stuff, though. Pantheon version 6 is on Fedora. Really? So I think this is ready. Let's do bash run test suite Egee devils. Oh, that means it didn't run it then. Or wait. Oh, crap. I don't want to try to troubleshoot this. I'm just going to do it by hand. I wrote this morning, but it would appear that I screwed something up. And I am not interested in trying to debug live. Man, I really like some of this stuff. Oops, not that. Isn't Egee Delves in here? It's not. Egee Delve and Egee Delves? Oh, what did I type in? Is this a typo? Is it Egee Delve? Really? Oh. Oh dear. Alt-Shift down? No way. No, that doesn't work. Control-Shift up? Oh. There it is. Oh, dude. So since this is running, I'll tell you guys that I revised my distro delves hardware tests. Distro tests, if you will. OS tests, system tests, I don't know what to call them. But I updated the tests. We're running PG Bench, we're running Redis, and PyBench. So this will hopefully better simulate actual use case. So if you were using I don't know why you would, but if you wanted to use Mint as some sort of like web application server, complete with a database, or maybe it's just like a database doing remote stuff, I don't know. But these tests are also portable. I found that some of the tests I used before had really difficult time installing and compiling on operating systems like OpenSUSE and Solus and stuff. But these tests are pretty atomic, so they can be installed and run anywhere. And then the game, I switched from, is it Unigine Valley. I switched from that to Super Tux Kart because I think that it's more interesting to watch. I also reduced the amount of time it takes to run these so that we can actually see like a full test during the intermission. I had to dig into the Phoronix test suite environment variables for that. And then, wasn't I installing Steam? Where'd my tab go? Or is it installed? It is. Excellent. Do you agree that Linux Mint is one of the most stable distros out there? You know what? I would agree with that. Would you suggest Rust over Python? They're fundamentally different. Python is easy but slow. I mean, it's fast enough for most things, unless you needed something like real time, and then Python probably might not be the best option. I would go with Rust if you needed speed, or if you just prefer it. You know, hey, you know what? Preference is a thing. You know, if you prefer coding in one language, then you're probably pretty good in that language, right? I would hope so. I guess that's not always the case, but like code in the language that you're good at. Python versus Lua. I bet you Lua would be fast. Lua is definitely lighter. It's way smaller. It's way simpler. But Python has a lot of really nice syntactic sugar and features that any modern development language would have. Lua doesn't have any of those. But I mean, if you're using Lua for some embedded thing, then maybe that's what you want. Let's go ahead and plug this guy in. Oh. Yeah, I've heard that Lua is good for gaming, and that's probably because it's so light. Both in memory and also just like the actual size of Lua, the runtime. I wouldn't want to use it though. I like my sugar. All right. Oh yeah, Mango Hut. Let's get that going. I don't trust this. I don't trust my own code. It didn't work last time, and I don't trust it to work this time either. I'll run it myself. I know my code is no good. Tenacity is a good Audacity fork. I think I've heard that. How far are we along? Oh, there's no progress thing. Oh, is it done? How much have you missed? Well, we have just arrived at intermission, and you guys need to tell me what genre or era of music you want to listen to during the intermission. I'm going to let these play out. And then we're going to switch to the copyrighted tunes. So let's close all this out. Well, you want to listen to a little rock and roll? Okay. Let's make sure everything is closed out so we're not stealing system resources. We want to give Mint the best chance it has. You want feature funk? EDM? The roaring 20s? 2020s? 8-bit synth? Oh man. You guys are giving me all sorts of strange requests. Can I satisfy any of those? I mean, I have some rock and roll. You want some Johnny Cash? What can I do for you guys? First we'll turn shuffle off. Oh, we're at the end too, so I gotta pick fast. What? AC/DC should not be... How did AC/DC get in here? I can't play that live. Yeah, dude, that would suck. I'd get in trouble for playing that. Only 80s good music. You want new wave. Alright, A-dub. I'll get you some new wave. Let's see here. I can never find stuff. You want to listen? Did anybody want to listen to the Cars? Don't I have a Cars playlist? I do. All right, I'm gonna let you guys listen to the Cars. It's like a weird cross between rock and new wave. I think you'll like it. Not like you guys don't know what the car. Everybody knows what the Cars is. It's Egee Delve. Egee delves. All right, well, you guys can listen to the cars. Turn it up for you so you can hear it a little bit better. Enjoy Super Tux Kart. You guys dig the music. It's a hard one not to sing to.
kept it going till the sun fell down. You kept it going.
Oh, I just knocked my drink over. Where's the latency? There it is. And I'm going to put you back here. Uh-oh. Steam is malfunctioning. Well, shoot. I can't. My Steam guard isn't working. Well, this is a bit of a drag. Is the stream over? No. I just have you guys do. I'm putting some passwords and stuff in. Thanks for stopping by, DB Cooper. Ah, so Steam is having issues, huh? Yeah, Steam Guard will not work. I guess we won't be able to see gaming performance. That sucks. Yikes. Okay, well, this was a short ride. What time is it? It's only 11. Danny Elfman. This is Rick Ocasek, I think. Right? Alright, I'll bring you guys back here. Well, shoot. If there's no gaming, then what else? What is there? I could show you some other cool stuff, actually. Turn that down a bit. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this. One of the coolest tools I've used in quite... Why'd that happen? If you double click this area, it creates a new tab. That's dumb. Okay. How many of you folks in chat have seen Netdata? This is pretty cool. I was using this just yesterday to try to figure out what the bottleneck was on one of my VPS instances, and it turns out it was the disk. Under certain load, I/O weight would spike. And as you can see right here, keep an eye on I/O weight. If it's constantly high, your disks are a bottleneck. This is a really cool, super cool tool called Netdata. And it is a system monitoring tool, and it might look heavy, but believe it or not, it is absolutely tiny. And they designed it to actually run on IoT devices. So if this thing can just chill and run in the background of an IoT device, it will most certainly run in the background of your computer and not hog resources. But the amount of data that it grabs is just incredible. And then another tool I wanted to show you guys. Still haven't fixed this. Oh, it does it here too. I gotta figure. Okay, well, I guess I won't be showing you that. Can I get Steam Guard yet? I don't have a backup, unfortunately. I hate that I have to have a backup for stuff, but I guess that's just the reality of things. Yeah, I can't get into Steam Guard, so no Steam for us. What else could we do? This has flat hub, doesn't it? Yeah, it does have flat hub. Is there anything in flat hub that we want? Can you guys still hear the tunes, or is it too quiet? I can barely hear it for me, but sometimes music with lyrics can cut through and overpower me. This is where the audio level usually is. Should we check out Veloren? We could play Super Tux. Is there anything you guys want to see while we're here? My machine is? What do you mean? Like, what are the hardware specs? Oh, actually, you know what? I need to gather that. So there's my system. Want to take a look at it? Yeah. Oh, I put the data on the wrong. Are you serious? I can't believe I did that. Oh, it doesn't. I guess I'll have to fix that later. What is that? Where's the CPU? Oh, look at that. CPU Freak on Demand. Ooh. It uses the exact same CPU scheduler as Solus. That's cool. Uses ext4, right? Yep. ext4. And the disk scheduler is MQ Deadline, which seems to be the standard. Only Solus used something different, and it used the budget-friendly queuer. Q? BFQ? And this is, of course, using X11. X server 1. Oh! Dogs are barking again. Woof. Woof. NeoFetch to the rescue. This isn't NeoFetch, actually. Oh yeah, this is my favorite Cars song. So there's your system resources. Got that out of the way. Pioneer is kind of a cool game. What is this? This top games? Yeah. Let's look at all the games. Let's see if we find something. So Veloren is a good choice. We could jump into that. What else? I want to get into emulation. I think it'd be fun to play some console games. Wonder if there's someone here. Now you can play the benchmark? I already did the benchmark. What is going on? There must be somebody here. What's going on? Ghost! Ghost! I gotta go deal with that in just a second. I'll be back. There we go, I've returned. Flycast? Man. I don't have any ROMs or anything like that. This kind of makes me not want to use Steam as a benchmark, because if Steam is having problems, I can't get in. I also don't like having to authenticate. I might have to rethink this whole segment, actually. Open Clonk, you guys like that? That's a good game. Parsec's not really a game, but there was like a NVIDIA thing up there too. The feds are onto me. Dogs are barking at them. What is this? Is that a little corgi? You are the best monkey. What in the hell is this? Based on classic Space Station 13? I don't know what that is. I'm sure somebody in chat does though. System lets you be a part of the magic that keeps your computer humming. That reminds me of this game that I used to play when I was a young pup. It was called Interspace. Or Interspace, maybe? League of Legends, if I recall, League of Legends does not run on Linux because of anti-cheat. Is it like this time search with? Google's not even listed. Why? Don't like that. Don't take my choices away. Oh, this is not the game I was... This is the game I was talking about. Look at that. This was really fun. This was a really, really fun game. It was from like Windows DOS, basically Windows 3.1 era. And when you fired up, when you fired up the game, I wonder if let's see if I can get it. I bet you it would play just fine on Wine. This game was really cool. Look at this. It's Wednesday night, Moby. I hope you're ready to play. Your computer has been invaded. So then you just like cruise around inside of your system. You choose the drive that you're gonna kill the viruses in. It was really fun. Well, let's go ahead and get Veloren. Total Chaos is a good one. Has kind of a long intro, though. Let's get them both. Why not? I'm just hoping that Steam will start responding, but if it's been dead for this long, I don't think it's coming back. No, nothing. It just won't respond at all. It's not giving me any codes or anything. Sucks. Well, I've about finished my coffee. How is AppImage different from Flatpak? You can think of app images as applications stuffed into archives, kind of like a zip, and you mount them as if they're their own file system. So another way of thinking of it is like an app image is as if you could run a whole app from a CD. So you plug you put the CD in the CD drive and you just play and run your game from there. An app image is like that, but entirely virtual. So when you launch an app image, it actually mounts a virtual file system using Fuse, I think. But there are, you could say that app image is a 2000s era approach to portable applications, and Flatpak, and to a lesser extent Snap, is a more modern solution, depending on how you would qualify modern. There's a big focus on security and making sure that the applications that you run and everything are sandboxed so that they don't have access to your whole file system, which is what app images have. App image could technically access your whole file system, and that's bad news. I mean, it can be bad news. I don't know. I think that, in my humble opinion, I think that the security concerns are overblown. I think that the real risk, like as a developer, I don't know about you guys, but as a developer, I keep a lot of secrets in my profiles. So like your bash RC and stuff. Or if you have AWS, then there is a .aws folder with your credentials in it. And guess what? None of that is secure. So even if their application didn't have access to your root file system, if it has access to your home directory, then it can get your AWS keys or whatever keys you have stored in your profile. And most sandbox applications allow full access to your home folder. So like, people are concerned that, it might get access to your file system and find some stuff it's not supposed to, but yet the real gold is in your home directory, which is not secure. So, I don't know. I have a very mixed opinion about sandboxing and security. I think that, the concerns are there, and for the most part they're valid. They're just focusing on the wrong thing. Like, is it less secure for my application to have access to everything under the user namespace, like USR, versus the home directory? You can point your bash history. Yeah, but I don't want to, though. I don't know. I have a reasonable expectation that my user session is at least somewhat secure. So, like, anonymous users or service accounts can't just access my home folder and get all of the information out of it. But I think that might be more of a Linux permission default thing. So I think there's like a Netdata user. So if I switch to Netdata, so right now I'm a Netdata user. Right, okay, so can I go to home Egee? Yeah, boom, there you go. If I had a bunch of secrets in my bash RC, the Netdata user, which is just a service account, can access my home directory and get all my secrets. So, I mean, how does sandboxing help there if it has access to your home folder? The answer is, don't let it have access to your home folder. And there are Flatpaks that restrict access to that sort of thing, but that's not the standard. So I wouldn't be surprised if Total Chaos had access to my home folder. So the developer packager could conceivably put a script in there that is forked from the main process that scrapes all of my secrets. That might sound a bit like FUD, but I don't know how possible that is. But with a non-sandbox app, you could 100% do that. You install something from the AUR, you betcha. It wouldn't be that hard to put a shell script in there. And you'd probably get, a couple dozen users downloading it before somebody caught you and said, pull that fast. It's like, at that point, I already have the secrets, so. Veloren installed fast. Maybe it was the runtimes. So if I'm not mistaken, this game is written in Rust. Donnie Iris makes a unexpected appearance on the show. All right, create a character. You guys want? I'm gonna put on the Future Funk playlist once Donnie Iris is done screaming at you. I'm gonna be a gentleman. Oh, actually, this apparently is female. Sure, we can be a lady. What's this? An elf? A Denari? An undead? We could be an orc. Kind of cool, actually. I like the green. There we go. All right. Donnie Iris is done. Let's play some Sleepy Face. We're getting to the end of the stream, folks. How are we feeling? Do you know more about Linux Mint now than you did at the start of the stream? Merlin? That's a cool way of spelling Merlin, actually. What's gender neutral? It could be... And it... Whoa. What? This is so cool. Every time I see this, it's cooler than it was before. Turn the music up a bit for you. Where's my glider? Glider is left control. I gotta turn the sensitivity down. Mint looks pretty similar to what you were using years ago. Yeah, that's the thing. It hasn't changed much. It's not a very exciting distro, to be honest with you. Oh my god, look. This is so cool. Is this an actual... No, this is like a legit game. Dude, this is so cool. Pull apples off the tree, sunflowers. Dude, my mic boom keeps moving on me. I'm not touching it, and it keeps swinging. Every time I look at it, it's further away from me. It's got a mind of its own. This game is sick. I'm going to climb to the top of this hill and I'm just going to float away. Wilderness. Waypoint saved. Oh, look, llamas. Redsmith, you're using... So would you say that you have forked? You have, you forked Mint? The way that stuff is drawn in the distance is really strange. Song name? This is Sleepy Face by an artist named Bureaucratic. He has a video where he's playing this, and it's really good. How do I make it, like, not dip so hard? Like, this is more of a parachute than it is a glider. What am I... Maybe it's... I think I know what I'm doing wrong, actually. How about that? No? How do I... I don't know how to fly. I maintain that this is a little more than a parachute than anything else. There we go. Yeah. Let's go check out that river. Wow, Veloren was a good choice. This is really fun. Okay, so when you push... There we go. You can control it. Put that away, silly. Oh, I'm left-handed. That's kind of cool. Twigs. Yo, I don't know anything about this game, but I really want to. Like I said, every time I see this, it's cooler than it was before. Look at the water. You can swim, of course you can. The water looks really strange. It looks really out of place. Wild flax, oh my gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we're about out of stuff to do and look at here. I'll tell you what, let me switch to Egee summary mode. I'd say that Linux Mint is pretty gosh darn good. Oh, I just noticed there's a map at the top right. Let's go check one of those things out. I think that Linux Mint is absolutely perfect for new users looking for a premium Windows feeling experience. If that's what they're after. Like if you know somebody that's interested in Linux and you know that they're a big fan of Windows and they want something similar, then I think that Linux Mint is perfect for them. Yeah, it definitely has that. It just works. So I think in that regard, Mint is the perfect place to start for new users. And honestly, I think that it's a really good place to just wind up for users that don't want any BS. They just want a system that works. They don't want to fight with it. They're not interested in tinkering. There you go. Linux Mint has you covered. But if you're a power user and you want... there's just something personally, as a Linux enthusiast, as a hobbyist, there's just something that really doesn't interest me about Linux Mint. And I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my paw on exactly the reason. I will not be using Linux Mint. I have no interest in it at all. And yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. I just, for some reason, it doesn't interest me at all. But for a new user or for a user that isn't an enthusiast that just wants a system that works good, there you go. Linux Mint is the way to go. Arrow, you're the same way. Linux Mint just doesn't do it for you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not unhappy about it. It's not like I wish Mint worked. I'm really just like ambivalent about it. Was this a cave or something? What is this? Huh, I don't know. What Linux am I using? I am on Solus Linux. Solus Linux with GNOME. Mint runs in a virtual box. Even good there. This is really cool. I think I'm gonna play this game on DistroDelt, like on these streams from now on. Just because it's like a really good looking game. I feel like it's probably taxing. Actually, you know what we could do? I have an idea. Whoa. We're playing this game. Oh my gosh, there's velocity. I'm flying backwards. That was really cool. Wow. Okay, so right now, oh, it's a dungeon. So can we do this? Yeah, we can. Let's see what Netdata has to say about all this. Yeah, look at that. It's like barely even doing anything. Well, let's jack the graphics up. View distance? Yeah, dude, let's boost that. Maximum frame rate. I don't know what the frame rate is now. Yeah, we could do exclusive, sure. FPS is 50, okay. So did that change it on the spot? Look at the clouds. Wow, this game is so cool. Look at the clouds actually obscuring the draw, like the distance. This game is incredible. Graphics, we're at 30 now. Okay, I can actually hear the PC spinning up. Oh my god, and it's first person too. There we go. Alright, let's just keep jacking it up. Oh, it's already on pretty high, huh? Okay. Level. Yeah, let's go into this dungeon and kind of see what's going on. If you like pixelized games, yeah. Let's go find something to kill. If this was Minecraft, it'd look like... Ooh! Like somebody's already been down here, huh? What the hell is this? I don't remember this being in the playlist. Hope it's not too loud. Whoa! Hey, I was just goofing around. Maybe I shouldn't fight here. Oh, floating torches. That's a good sign. What is this thing? Die. A stone cleaver. Okay. Uh-oh. This might be curtains for me. Alright, at the last campfire I visited. Okay, so how are we... What does Netdata say? Ah, there you go. The CPU. It's doing some system stuff. There's no GPU here, though. Maybe it's because I have... Like, there's no GPU here. Anyway. The game music, I know, right? I think this is where I'm going to leave you. We're about done with this stream here. I hope that you enjoyed this one. This was pretty fun. I think we're going to go out with... I want you guys to have a good day or a good evening or whatever. So we're going to go out on a happy chipper song that you may have heard of. Hope you guys enjoy the last day of the weekend. And I hope you have a great week. I'll see you guys next weekend.
Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. It's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.